Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Monday night. It's just been one of those okay days. I spent all weekend working on the new pattern for the new shawl, and I'm almost there. I'm working with my good friend Amy over at Hooked on Wishing Crochet, and she's helping me doing the writing part of the pattern, and figuring out how I'm going to offer the written part versus the tutorial part, the video tutorial part. I'm afraid I went so hard with it all weekend that I'm just a little bit on burnout. I was gonna do a little recorded part for her today so that we could kind of solidify the crochet and the written part out, but she had a busy day and I had just kind of a late start in the day, and then John and I had to go to the grocery store, and I had to go pick up some prescriptions and get a few things from the store, and then just feeling kind of drained. I stayed up late, really late, doing laundry to make sure my oldest son had uniforms for work, and then I gotta try to burn myself out enough to go to bed early tonight, because in the morning I gotta be over to go to a seminar for the weight loss doctor at 8 in the morning, and y'all know me, 8 in the morning is crazy for a night owl. So I'll be taking my medications here, my nighttime medications here shortly, so that'll force myself to be sleepy enough to go to sleep, and try to get up and go. I mean, I've done it before. I can do it. I just don't like to do it. And I'll probably come right home from that seminar and go take a nap, because, well, that's what I'll need to do after I do that. But I was trying to kind of figure out what to do a video about, because I did have a small Joann's order come in today, but it's just some stuff that I already had that I got more colors of. I just this big twist ombre, I got it in blue, and then I got it in orange. Now I have all the colors except for the gray or black color. Yeah, so I'll probably do like a really big project with that at some point. Probably another granny square blanket, only that all the squares will be the same color. Yeah. I'm not doing squares of different color, different shapes, different sizes again, ever. And I'm never bordering them again, because that was a catastrophe. So at least it was for me. Other more experienced crocheters who count stitches, probably not so much, but for me it was bad. But this what color they just call this blue ombre, and sunrise ombre. I really fell in love with that orange and yellow like that together. I just think that's gorgeous. And so I got 4 each of those, but I'm sticking up here and up above the cubes, because the cube that I have over here behind me and below, well, I don't know that y'all could, hold on, I'll move y'all could see. But see, this is the cube that I have down here with the other ombre, big twist ombre. And as you can see, there's nowhere to put those 8 skeins of yarn. So there's nowhere to put that. So I will stick it up there for now, in that little box that John and I found over the weekend when we were looking for duct tape, because a pane of glass, there's an old school window in his room, you know, the kind with the paned windows, you know, it's all divided up into smaller panes of windows, and one of the pane of windows fell out and broke, and so we had to take a piece of cardboard and cut it out and tape it into his that little pane of window glass there, until my landlord can get over here and fix that. So that's how it is. Who knows how long that'll take, because he doesn't get in any hurry to fix anything. So anyway, no, but what I was this video is about is scrap yarn. As we were looking around and as for stuff, I did find what used to be my scrap yarn basket. Now this basket was made by my dear friend Cindy at Pups and Crochet back last year when or maybe, oh Lord, no, not last year, year before last. Yeah, year before last when we were exchanging gifts. This came in my first Happy Meal that she sent me. It's been around a little bit, but it's just a red basket, crochet basket that Cindy made me. And I would put my my scrap balls in it. Like this is cotton. Oh, see, there's a big old heavy pair of scissors in here. And oh, this is a clicker to a I don't know if I still have that tripod. I don't know where it is. Oh, a pom-pom maker, a fat quarter when I was going to make purses with my mother, which of course I'm no longer doing that. One of my first granny squares, when I learned how to do granny squares via Pamela's Adorn Crochet's tutorial. That was one of my very first ones. Oh, this was last night's doings with yeah, that's attached to this scrap ball. That's last night's doings over the phone with Amy. But I got all these little fat quarters came in a pack. They came in a pack. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I really don't. I don't really have use for them. I think this was for a fancy pen, which I do not know where it is. Oh, there it is. There's the fancy pen. There's a little fancy pen. It's supposed to go in that red velvet pouch here. I guess it fell out. And looky here. My little fox crochet hook holder that Amy made me. Look at that. Yep, that's one of my other first Happy Meals I got. Oh goodness. That's a loom knitted thing that I made. Anyway, there's lots of stuff in here that I don't remember. I think that might have been loom knitted too. A washcloth or something. I really don't know. I know that's cotton. That's a granny square, I think. Yeah. I think that's big twist cotton. But yeah. It doesn't really look all that great together. Not that good a combination. There's another scrap ball. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to hang out with y'all while I go through scrap yarn. Is that okay? I ain't quite. Oh, look. Another granny square. Oh, and another one. Some safety pins and a date planner. A charging cable for something. A charging cube, you know. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, I don't know if this is dead or not. Nope. A row counter. Oh, a keychain. I don't remember where this came from. I just really don't remember where it came from. It's cute though. Oh, the power adapter. Some little old thing that you plug into for speakers or something. I don't know why I have that. When you're moving, this is what happened with this little basket here, is I was moving. I'll throw that over there. And a little bit of everything got shoved into this basket, and then it got shoved into a box. Yeah. But I'm going to put this stuff back in here till I figure out what I'm going to do with it. But, oh, wait a minute. Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll put this fancy little pen. I got these off of Amazon. I think I had ordered 4 of them because when I was doing some giveaways, and I had ordered, I want to say 4 of them for like $10 or something. They weren't very much, but they came with refills. I don't think that the refill's in this little pouch though. I don't know what happened to the refill for this one, but that's okay. I never even used the pen. It's a little I don't know, different for me. And I know that the hook that Amy sent me, it's in with my other hooks in the living room. I have a 2 pencil cases with you know, the pencil boxes. I have hooks in the living room. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that material, but I'm just gonna put yarn related things in here. I'm not gonna put, and I have no idea where this ball came from. I'm gonna snip it off though. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick it back in here. But what I did have intention of doing was looking through my scrap yarn and making a scrap granny square blanket for Axel, for well, maybe each dog, I don't know, but a blanket for the dogs, because specifically for Axel, because he likes to lay on the floor a lot, and he's getting old. He's like re-estimate him to be about 13. But I want him to be more comfortable if he's going to be laying on the floor a lot, and we don't have carpet. And so I figured I would make him a little blanket to be more comfortable. And I figured I'd look through my scrap yarn and find one that I could just, you know, wash many times, that it wouldn't be that big a deal to wash it over and over again, to keep it, you know, you do regular maintenance on that sort of thing, you know, regular, when it gets dusty and dirty, you just pick it up, wash it, and dry it, and put it back down for him. But he does tend to lay on, like when you put towels on the floor, you know, where when I shower and I come and I leave my towels on my bed, they tend to lay on, well, Theo will lay on them while they're on the bed, and then when he jumps off the bed, they end up getting knocked on the floor. Then the next thing I know, Axel's laying on them on the floor. So other things that have been knocked on the floor, blanket or towel related, Axel will end up laying on them. So I thought it was fitting that Axel should have his own blanket to lay on the floor with. So nothing better than just raiding my my scrap box and stuff. But I don't know, some of this yarn is just yarn that for some reason I felt like should be caked up to be easier to use or something. You know, you run into yarn that every time you pull it out of the skein, it tangles, and so you just say the heck with it, and you just pull out your ball winder and you just cake it. I've had yarn like that, so I end up caking it up, and then for whatever reason you change your mind and you decide not to go that way with that yarn, and it just sits there caked up. and then it gets thrown in with the scrap yarn because it's caked up, and then you just forget about it, or at least I do. I can't speak for everybody, but that's what happens here. Like with this project here, this yarn that's been sitting in this bag, this Michael's bag, for better than 6 months. I don't think sometime last year that I decided I was going to make a granny square project, and then I pulled all these colors together and then put them in this bag, and then I squirreled and got distracted and onto something else. So, but this is what the granny square that I had put together, and it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. This is a combination of, I think this is Line Brand Pound of Love yellow, a yellow color from them. This middle color is a Pound of Love color. This red color is I don't want to say it's a Cranberry Crafter Secret. And then the blue is a Karen 1 pounder. And so it's just a combination of different yarns, but all 4-weight yarns. But this is as far as I got. I made one square, and then I got distracted with something else, and all this yarn sat here. But if y'all have ever worked with Karen 1 pounders, you know they are a pain in the batukas. They're a pain in the butt to work with. And so I've got this yellow, and I put the label in here in this Ziploc, because I tend to put things in Ziplocs to keep the dust out. So this is Honey Bee is the color, and the yarn is fairly soft. It's a decent acrylic, but I've got this much in cakes, so I'm just gonna put it in this box. And I did the same thing for this color that's called Taupe in the Pound of Love. Here we are with Taupe, and I did the same thing with it. And now the Crafter Secret is not that difficult to work with. It's wonderful to work with. And let me see here. I'm pretty sure that this is Cranberry. And I have another one of these, because I buy in two. I typically buy yarn in twos, unless they're real big yarns. Yeah, Cranberry. I want to say I got another one of these Cranberries over there somewhere. I'm pretty sure I do. But this is Cranberry and Crafter Secret. And then there's the Karen 1 pounder in Ocean. Now, Karen 1 pounders have, let me find it, 812 yards. So this is all that was used out of this 812 yards. So this ain't even a floppy. So this will go back in with the tubs with the rest of the yarn, because I used very, very little out of it. And there's no reason to put it in the scrap yarn, because there hadn't been enough out of it to really matter. And I really hate that string is out of that. I'm just going to cut that off because I don't want it to get tangled. But this is really, really soft yarn. And this is my favorite, one of my favorite colors in the Karen 1 pounder is this Ocean color. I really love this color in the 1 pounders. So I might even make a sweater out of that, because I have 3 other ones. I'm pretty sure I bought 4 of that color, and so I have like 3 other ones. So that's more than enough to make a sweater. I may even take the blue, the Ocean color and the Cranberry color, and make me a sweater. Make me one of those granny square pullover sweaters in those 2 colors, because I think that would be wonderful for this winter. I think that'd be really pretty. And just alternate the square, you know, in those colors. Yeah, I think that'd be really pretty. I'm just going to throw that in there. And some stuff other stuff that's in this, I'll show y'all. Here's some other, this is Karen Jumbo. And this colorway, let me see, it's in here. This is another victim of my distractedness. Let's see. This is called Gossamer. Now I have 4 other skeins of Gossamer on top of these cakes of this, because I bought it at Ollie's. I had 2 of them, and then I found it at Ollie's and bought some more because I made a blanket for my oldest son out of this Gossamer because he likes orange and he likes that dark maroon color. He likes all these colors. My oldest son does. And orange being one of them. Excuse me, strawberry water. And so my oldest son has a blanket made out of orange, this variegated color, and an aqua color. Yeah, an aqua color in the Karen 1 pounder. I want to say that I used Big Twist burnt orange, I think, or regular orange. I can't remember. It's a big blanket. It's a big double crochet blanket, and it was just a crazy one first blanket project type situation right after learning how to crochet, and it's odd looking. It's not as odd looking as Franken blanket, but and if you're new to the channel and you don't know about Franken blanket, back a few months ago there's a video that's actually titled Introducing Franken blanket. So if you'll go back in my daily vlog videos, you'll find that video. But it's not as bad as Franken blanket, but it's right up there. But yeah, I kept that. Let's see. So that's one of my distracted victims. And this is Lion Brand Feels Like Butter yarn. This is, I forget the colorway for this yellow, and then this lavender color. I have 2 more big ones of these. I have 2 big ones in this lavender color. Let me see what color it says. Lilac. And it comes in, this is the jumbo bonus bundle, and it comes in 590 yards. And I paid $5 at the $1.25 store, the Dollar Tree, back a couple of years ago. I've had this forever. I need to find a project for it. But I have all this caked up too. So I know I made when I was loom knitting, I had hats. I made hats with it, and they make really soft hats. But this is 100% polyester. And so, let's see. Oh, this is some puzzle yarn, 5-weight puzzle yarn. I forget the colorway, but it's in a Ziploc, of course. But it's one of my Mundo hand wound balls. But I have another ball similar to that in the living room. And this is some scrap yarn left over from my granny square shrug that I did last September. And I used the Go Halo. I use this type yarn, and so I used it in 3 different colors. And so I had this left, and these 2 big balls. So I'll be probably doing a scrap project with this, probably a granny square, and I'll just willy-nilly, grab it and just go with it. because this is good yarn. There's nothing wrong with it. I just balled it up and stuck it in Ziplocs and threw it in this box. And last but not least is, yet again, more polyester yarn that I just hand balled up because the skein was a pain in the butt, so I hand balled it up. So I don't even remember what brand that is. I don't remember. I know I think it's 2 different colors, actually. But they're blue. And it's a little on the thin side. But I don't know if they're the same color or not. No? Well, maybe. I got a lot of light in here, so it's kind of washing them out a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of washing them out. It's hard to tell. But if they're different colors, they're really close. But I may have to do some sort of polyester scrub project. I don't know if these colors will go together. What do y'all think? Y'all think those colors will go together? The yellow, the purple, and the blue. Y'all think that? Yeah, I think that'll go together. I think that'll go together all right. Probably baby blanket, huh? Yeah. So that's some of the scrap yarn. And then there's my current bag. This is the bag that's been in the living room that I've been throwing scraps in. And this is a floppy. This is not necessarily a scrap. This is a floppy. This is Premier Basics cream color. So I wouldn't call that necessarily a scrap. And this is another one that I wouldn't necessarily... Why is there a leaf in that? Well, this could be balled up. And this is Craft Smart, Michael's Craft Smart yarn. Oh, there's a granny square in here too. Imagine that. This is another project that ended up getting scrapped, and the yarn was made into that green ripple blanket that I did. But at least I did something with that yarn. Anyway, this is left over from the duck blanket. I don't know why I kept such a tiny ball, but I did. I think this was left over from the most recent granny square blanket. This is another one from the duck blanket. This is Red Heart cafe latte. That's what that is. See there, I know things. What in the world? Oh. See, I go digging and I don't even know what I've got. And this is Big Twist lilac that I didn't even know was in here. Stick that down here. This is definitely from the granny square blanket. I'm gonna stick that here too. Oh, there's the ball that's attached to. I was trying to figure out how to get that string down with the other string. I have no idea. I have no idea where this one came from. It's regular green. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah. This is left over from the cardigan I made my mom last year. This is an ice yarn. It's it's kind of a wool acrylic blend, and it's got like a little gold thread going around it, and it's really pretty. You can see that. Yeah. And then this is what's left of the Lion brand Boogie Nights. Yep. Oh boy. This is a hodgepodge of everything. Okay. This is Red Heart. Oh, what is that color? No. Maybe not Red Heart. I think that might be Big Twist mustard color. Black yarn. I don't have a lot of black yarn. Oh look, turquoise yarn. That's not a surprise. Okay. More black yarn and a little cake of something. Basically this. I don't know what all's in here. I don't want to speculate. I'm just going to throw it in this box. I'm trying to clear out this. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is Hirschner's Antiquity yarn here. Brown. I forget what exact color they call that, but it's just brown. And this is some landscapes that I made a shawl out of last year. That's what I had left out of like 5 skeins. And let's see. This is some bulky yarn that I want to say this is Hometown. Yeah, I think this is Hometown. I made a hat from this. And more Hirschner's Antiquity yarn, the striped, the variegated version. That's what's in here. Just stick that little balls back in the Ziploc. I'll put that in there. And then there's some of this. Now I bought this to go around the collar of the first Lisa shrug that I made last year. And it makes collars very soft and squishy. But I think I want to say I gave one of these away. I bought 2, and then I might have given one away because I didn't want to give a partial skein of it away. But I did give some away, I think, or I may have it somewhere. I don't know. I don't like to give partial skeins of things away. I think that's rude. Ooh, I don't know what color this is. This is a bright green, and I don't remember what color. I don't remember. Oh, you know, this might be Craft Smart. Not Craft Smart, but Crafter's Secret. The lime, part of the one from the blanket that I made. I think this is Hirschner's Antiquity herb color. And there's a whole lot of itty bitty balls down here, and I have no clue. Oh yeah, that's part of a sweet roll. Yep, part of the pink, gray, and white one. More Red Heart reef color. That's pretty distinctive. Turquoise yarn that I have no clue. Itty bitty stuff that I have no clue. Oh wait a minute, yeah, that's Blossom yarn. That's Karen Blossom yarn there, from when I made the tops for the ladies. And so is that. Oh, that's a little bit of red cotton there. I have no idea. I don't even know why I kept such a tiny ball. Really don't. You never know. I have no idea. But there's my bag. I got bubble wrap at the bottom. For what reason? I have no idea. No idea. So now y'all know. It didn't have much in it before, but it's got a whole bunch of scrap yarn in it now. And I guess in the next day or two, I'll sit down and pick out some stuff and make Axel a scrap blanket. Probably just a granny square blanket, because that's the quick and dirty, as we say. Oh goodness, where did I do with my hook? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll probably just start picking out stuff, and just figure out something. I'm not going to be terribly picky. Probably stuff that's in bags, and I'll just grab stuff and start doing a square up for him. And I thought about making some granny square scrap blankets to hang over the front of my cubes when I'm not filming, to protect them from dust. So that might be what happens too, out of this scrap box. I think there's plenty of scrap yarn here to do that with. So I don't know, but I got that little bag cleared out, and that's something at least. So that can go back in the living room, and I will find a use for the scrap yarn at some point. I think the granny square blankets too, for one for Axel, and then a couple, you know, to cover my yarn when I'm not filming, to, you know, cut back on dust getting to the yarn. I think that's the, you know, a good idea to do that. Because I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that, and what I'm gonna do to how I'm gonna hang something over it. But if it's a granny square, then you could just use the holes in the granny square to cover it, and it'll give it enough coverage. You know, it should be enough coverage. But anyway, I hope y'all weren't too bored during this video. That you know, I'm just kind of wore out at the moment. I did a bunch of laundry yesterday and into the morning, into like 3 a.m. and I just, for some reason, I'm just very fatigued at the moment. But I will be fine. I'm gonna go take my medicine and watch a little TV and then go to bed. Hopefully I get this video uploaded before too long. And but I hope you all are having a good Monday night. Please know that I love you, and so does Jesus. And please adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all again soon. Bye now.